Alrighty, so let's go talk to
More
Charlena.
questions?
What were you and Lori arguing about earlier today?
Lori and I? We weren't arguing. We were simply discussing a topic about which both of us are passionate, that's all.
Were you discussing her wanting to be a romance novelist?
No. And even if we were, that's really none of your business. I know that sounds harsh, but really, Nancy, eavesdropping is so tacky.
Actually, it was Frank and Joe Hardy who overheard you. They said I should talk to you before they gave me all the gory details, but since you obviously don't want to tell me your side of the story, I'll just have to get the scoop from them.
No, you don't have to do that. A storyline that Lori submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never received compensation for it. She's reading the book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked.
You stole one of her ideas?
She had no business sending me unsolicited material. But technically, yes. Now, legally, she can't prove anything, and I'm certainly not about to admit anything. And it's not as if she needs the money. But that's what we were arguing about. For what it's worth, I'm going to talk to this producer I know to see if he'll cast Lori in his next movie. It'll help ease my conscience, and who knows? She could wind up being a star. I mean, she is blonde.
Well, I'll let you go.
Ouch.
All right, then.
Jeez, what? Alrighty. I think I already talked to them, so I don't need to talk to them. Alrighty, so I think we should try and call Bess and George, I believe, and see if they got the shoes done. Because if they have the shoes done, then it should be good. So let's call them right now. Let's see.
Hello?
Me again. Just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command, but hang on to your hat. The name is a real mouthful. The shoes were made by Chaussette Chateauyan, C-H-A-U-S-S-E-T-T-E-S, C-H-A-T-O-Y-A-N-T-E-S. That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, that was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussette Chateauyan's. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
Apparently, Tino and Lori went out a couple of times, but he broke it off.
Why'd he break it off?
Because everybody told him dating her would hurt his credibility.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. It's cool that Balducci lets other people tell him who to date? No, that the three of us know something that like maybe 4 other people in the whole country knows. You scooped the tabloids, Nancy. Bess, calm down. You're slopping paint all over the phone. Oh no, it still works, doesn't it? Hello? Nancy? You still there? Hello?
Yes, Bess, I'm still here.
Oh, thank goodness. So what other yummy things have you found out?
Charlena and Lori had this big, huge argument, and you'll never guess why.
Lori called Charlena a hack.
No.
Charlena called Lori an airhead.
No.
Bess, she doesn't really want you to guess, okay? Tell us, Nan.
Well, it seems that Lori sent Charlena a bunch of story ideas, one of which Charlena used in her latest book without telling or paying Lori.
Charlena stole something Lori wrote? That's incredible. No, the fact that Lori wrote something that Charlena thought was worth stealing. That's what's incredible.
I agree with George.
It makes me think that Lori may not be quite as dumb as she looks.
Yeah, better keep an eye on her, Nan.
Catch you later.
Remember, when in doubt, call.
Alrighty. I forgot to explain this, but you have a task list that you're able to
Haven't done that yet.
use. The reason why I don't
Finished? Can't
use
check
it
that off
that
yet.
much is because
Haven't
I
done
pretty
that.
much know what I'm doing in this game, essentially. But it probably will come in handy sometime, so I won't, you know, it's not like I'm not going to use it anytime soon. So, now we have this puzzle that we're gonna have to do with shoes. Now we have this piece of paper about what you're supposed to do. So you have to do, or what do you have to do, sorry, is that you have to start by, you know, the first step, then the second, and then, you know, do the third, then the fourth, and then the fifth, and just go all the way up to 10th. It's pretty simple. So the first step, I believe, is this. Second is that. Third, I believe, is this. Then fourth. Then fifth. Actually, I think it goes here. Then sixth. Then 7. Then 8. Then 9. And then 10. Oh! I'm not a fan of dolls. That is definitely creepy.
Guess Camille liked to collect dolls.
So I guess this is another puzzle that we're gonna have to do. So in our note, so we have to spell out this name right here. Essentially shimmering socks, but the French saying of it. So if you remember the names of the characters, you have Awful Ursula, Sickly Sarah, which I believe Sickly Sarah is this one? No. Sickly Sarah, this one. So, so yeah. So, what you want to do is that the first one is Chantilly Hildegard, which is already up here. Then you want Awful Ursula. And then you want Sickly Sarah. And then fourth is Edna the Terrible. Fifth is Teddy Eberhart, I believe its name is. Then sixth is Sadie Crawford. This one right here. Then Hagar Anderson, which is this one. Thomasina, I believe it's this one is. I don't know the name for that one. Thomasina, who knows? But it's Thomasina O'Neill. And then Yawning Alice, which is this one. And then Naughty Tina goes here. And there we go. Get our 1 and 2 slugs. And I believe we can talk to Lori.
Before you say anything, I just want to say thank you.
For what?
Tino came to see me. He said you'd made him realize what a jerk he'd been for dumping me, and then he asked me out. Isn't that great? He said he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He thinks we make the perfect couple.
Well, I can't argue with him there.
So what do you want?
Oof.
Bye.
I'll be waiting.
Is that it?
Yes?
I'll come back
Alrighty,
later.
I guess that
As
actually
soon as you
is
figure
it.
it out, let me know.
I thought that I would be able to say something to her, but I guess not. Alrighty. Alright, I think we have enough slugs to do what we want. Because we want the square and the duck. Now, if I remember correctly, if I look at, go to this car. Let's see, square and the duck. Square is the 4 and the duck is the 1. Okay. I believe we were able to do that. So, we want to do alrighty, there we go. So it was that solution. Sorry if I clicked out of it very fast, but just pause the video if you need help with it. And now, if we go to the stove, which I believe that's where you have to go. over here and then take the left.
A square and a duck. Now, where have I seen those before?
Yep. So now that we did that, we're able to see the letter.
James Thurston.
I hereby agree to pay James Thurston the sum of $9 a week plus room and board in return for his services as the engineer of my train, J. Curley. May 23rd, 1879. Alrighty.
Hey, how's it going?
Let's go talk to Frank and Joe.
Tino found one of John Gray's thermometers by the emergency brake handle and is getting ready to throw the book at him.
John Gray threw the emergency brake? Why would he do that?
Tino thinks it's because John's TV show is in danger of being canceled. But when I asked John, he told me his show was just picked up by a broadcast network.
I still say there's less to all this than meets the eye, if you get my drift.
I get your drift, Joe. I have lived with your drift for years. I am saddled with your drift.
All right, all right.
Poor Frank. Alrighty.
I think I know the name of Jake Hurley's engineer. James Thurston.
Great! What else do you know about him?
Well, nothing.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, finding out more about him will give us something to do. We'll look into it.
Talk to you
Alrighty.
later.
Sounds good.
So now that we know, that's pretty good.
More questions?
Well, I'll let you go.
My publisher thanks you.
You remember. What can I do on my task list?
Still have to do that. Check. Finish that.
Alrighty.
Finish that.
See if Frank and Joe were able to find out anything about Jake's engine. Okay. Actually, there is something I did forget. So, if you look at the chandelier, there's a gem that you can get. I forgot to do that. So, there you go.
I'm done with that.
Okay.
Can't check that off. Finish that.
Find all the gemstones that were listed on the diagram. Okay.
Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet. Finish that. Finish that.
okay.
Finish that. Finish that. I'm done with
Just
that.
trying to go
Check.
through all the tasks here that I need to
Check.
do.
Check. Haven't done that yet.
Collect all the items. Okay.
Haven't done that
Keep
yet.
your eyes peeled for more of the slugs already.
Check. I'm... Finish
Okay.
that. Still have to do that. Can't check that off yet.
Go to the piano and Camille's car. Don't think we'll be able to do that yet. To open the lock in the sleeping car, I need a dial in 4 numbers. Okay.
Haven't done that yet.
So I
Check.
haven't done a lot of
Finish
these.
that.
It looks
Check.
like.
I'm done with that. Finish
Alright,
that.
so let me see here. See if Frank and Joe were able to find out anything about. I don't think I'll be able to right now. Okay, so I think we can go talk to Tino. See what he has to say about it.